I have a bunch more plug-and-plays from this time, and my New Year's resolution was to make videos for all of them now that my life is finally settling down. I'm relatively confident I could get part 2 out next month.
Absolutely no way. Come back in April. I burned out way harder than I thought it was possible to burn out. Usually for me, it manifests at the tail end of a fixation, and I feel generally tired, disinterested, just kind of done with it, ready to put it in the bin for a little bit. And that definitely happened a couple times during editing, but especially towards the end, it was extremely intense. Like during all the final polishes and editing out all the Sony Vegas cuts, it was ridiculous. So by the time the video was done and out, I ended up feeling like an active repulsion towards opening a video editor, and God forbid learning a new one, because Sony Vegas put me through hell and then some. It was to the point that even thinking of making part 2 made me feel sick. It was difficult to even hold my VG Pocket Max, and it got to the point where the batteries inside the thing have been corroded for a year now.
I blame you for this.
What I'm trying to build to here is that I never started part 2. I never gave it an honest shot because I just got nauseous thinking about it. I do have a good bit of footage from way back before part 1 was done, and some of it is fantastic.
I'll be right back, real quick.
Wait!
What?
Yay! Oh, wait, baby! 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 That is Wake the Baby. It's the last game in the list. It's probably the best one, and me and my brother had been on that puzzle for an hour. But that's all I've got. I haven't done anything since putting out the video. No. I'm not gonna say never, but no, it's not happening. And for brevity, that includes most of the other plug-and-plays. There's 2, maybe 3 that I would consider a video on, but not in the comprehensive format that the VG Pocket Max is. I generally don't have a healthy relationship with my projects, my creative projects. When I get fixated on something, I have a tendency to pursue it above all else, even undercutting things I might need to do in my real life, including, social obligations. And there are ways to manage that depending on what it is at any given time, but video editing was, encompassing every single one of my senses all at once. And it ended up just being really unhealthy for me. I don't think I could make a video of the same scale ever again. And if I did, it would be laden with so many audio clicks and errors. There would not be a single fine-toothed comb. I can't do that to myself again. Even if I were insane enough to do that again, a new video editor is non-negotiable. Editing this video, I had an unbelievable audio issue with the corroded batteries clip, where suddenly Sony Vegas was just playing gibberish noise at plus infinity decibels by its own readings. No, this screen recording didn't capture it, and you should be happy it didn't. It was the worst noise I've heard in my life. And that alone has been enough of an obstacle for me to just be no, part two's never happening. I don't have the energy for that. It's in an extra weird spot in my head since,
now that my life is finally settling down.
Yeah, my life has taken a hell of a tumble since then, with event after event after event from, a couple weeks before I put out part 1 and culminating in, this past March. It's not really at the point where, my life has changed forever, but long story short, socially speaking, I am a completely different person than who I was when I put out part 1. A big part of why I was so perfectionist was that I used to be kind of a suck-up coward, and that manifested in not wanting to make a single error to seem approachable, I suppose. And I don't think I owe anyone perfection anymore. And I don't want to go back to feeling like I have to. Well, to be honest, I'm not immediately sure. But today is legitimately kind of special since my one and only album turns 3 years old today. I've showed up basically empty-handed for the last two, and I don't have any music to share, but I'm not going for 3 in a row. So here's something I've been working on for the past 8.5 months now. It's not the most ready to show. There's still a handful of bugs, and there's a lot of features I need to add, a lot of things I need to streamline, properly test, what have you. But I've gotten dramatically further along on this project than I have on anything I've worked on in the past year or so. And I think it's fair to say that there will be more updates, hopefully sometime before the end of this year. Definitely won't be out, mind you, but, like, you'll know more. I've been interested in making devlogs, or otherwise just game dev related content, for years now, but I've never been enough of a game dev to do it. And now that I am, I'm not really sure this project is interesting enough to be worth making videos on, but we'll see. Worst case scenario, this definitely won't be like my last game or anything, so I'm positive I'll make at least one, even if it's not the direction I decide to take this channel or anything. A format I was considering is, you know those like week in a life of a game dev videos, and it just kind of goes day by day? I've been kind of humming and hawing about the idea of that being like a recurring thing, like just like weekly devlogs, and it might be monotonous, but it also might keep me on top of things and serve as a log for, like, when am I doing too much? What days did I not do anything? Why? What have you? I just, again, don't know how entertaining that'll be. Especially considering that editing is usually, like, intense, and I don't want to be doing that a lot daily or anything. Although being stream of consciousness like this helps a lot with putting things together, I'm enjoying editing this, and I could see myself doing this, but again, burnout comes for us all, and especially me. In any case, I think I've isolated myself far too much, and I think putting something out in the world, regularly or not, might help me come back out of the shell I've made myself. I'm hopeful, my fingers are crossed, but that's all I got for right now. So until then, I need to find where I put my outro, because I don't know where on my computer that could be.